y'all are ready.
I'm sorry. I'd like to call to order our regular session of Nelson County Board of Education today, July 19, 2016, at 5 p.m. First, do we have any changes to the agenda?
No, ma'am, we do not.
Okay. Let's all rise for the pledge. I'm sorry. Yes, Ron. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Be seated, please. Our board mission statement is the Nelson County Board of Education representatives of our citizens and entrusted with their children pledge to support the mission of the Nelson County School District by setting visionary direction through effective policy, oversight, and efficient resource management. And our vision statement is quality education now, learning for life. Okay, our next on the agenda is our student and stakeholder engagement, our student performance. Dr. Ward.
So tonight I get to make one introduction that's a little different in introducing Kevin Payton as our new head principal at the New Haven School. So welcome, Mr. Payton. And so now you get to make an introduction.
All right. Thank you all. We have a singer for you tonight. She is Julia Clark. She is a third grader this year, but last year in second grade with our Leader in Me stuff. Miss Ritchie's class learned a Leader in Me song, which Julia was part of, and then she went on to perform that in the talent show also. So Julia Clark, if you would like to come on up.
Success will be large, but first things first, then play. You should think win-win every single day. Be proactive, you're in charge. Begin with the end in mind, success will be large, but first things first, work then play. You should think win-win every single day. Be proactive, you're in charge. Begin with the ends in mind, success will be large. But first things first, work then play. You should think win-win every single day. Respect on the bus, in a team, earn trust. Keeps me knowing that you can have it all. Responsible for yourself, knowledge is wealth. Keeps me knowing that you can have it all. With the 7 habits, you will be a leader for the rest of your life. Seek first to understand and to be understood. Together is better, synergize you should. Sharpen the saw, balance feels best. These habits will stop you from making life a mess. Respect on the bus, in a team, earn trust. Keeps me knowing that you can have it all. Responsible for yourself, knowledge is wealth. Keeps me knowing that you can have it all. With the 7 habits, you will be a leader for the rest of your life. Seek first to understand and to be understood. Together is better, synergize you should. Sharpen the saw, balance feels best. These habits will stop you from making life a mess. 'Cause you can have it all. Yes, you can have it all. It all, it all, it all. 'Cause you can have it all. With the 7 habits, you will be a leader for the rest of your life. 'Cause you can have it all.
Awesome job, Julia. Thank you, Julia. Our next for our good news report is Miss Hines, Kaylee Hines.
Good news, July. Brooklyn Roller of Bloomfield Middle School was recently elected as the National Junior Beta Champion at the National Junior Beta Convention held in New Orleans. Brooklyn will be traveling to various Junior Beta state conventions during the 2016 through 2017 academic year. She will serve as the guest speaker and Beta assist the national Beta staff at each convention. Team Brooklyn, the voice of Beta, campaign skit placed first at the National Junior Beta Convention. Nelson County had students from Bloomfield Middle, Bloomfield Elementary, Cox's Creek, and Old Kentucky Home Middle that participated in the skit. Division 1 beats Audrey Milburn, Carson Mattingly, Caden Roller, and Leandra Kidwell. Placed in the top 10 in invention. In the final round, they were asked to present their invention in front of the 8,000 betas in attendance in the National Junior Beta Convention. Bloomfield Elementary Betas received the National Beta Scholarship Service Project Award. Bloomfield Middle School placed second in the training in design. At Boston Camp, Invention was a great success. With over 50 students in attendance, this camp focuses on STEM and faculty and facilitates students in opportunities for enhancing critical thinking skills around the area of science and engineering. Over the summer, the staff at Foster Heights Elementary have received training to implement the Leader in Me for this upcoming school year. The team is confident that this will develop and increase the leadership skills of our students. 21 high school students have completed a total of 32 summer school courses. We still have several days of school to go. The parent-teacher organization held 2 Spruce Up New Haven days. New plants were added to the front of the building and a fresh coat of paint was added in some much needed areas. Several teachers, their families, and PTO members showed up to help. Congratulations to Thomas Nelson High School student Nathan Zabrocki, class of 2016, for placing second in the United States at the Skills USA competition earlier this month. Nathan completed in the heating, ventilation, and air conditioning skills competition.
Thank you, ladies, for doing outstanding work. I could never have pulled off what either one of you did nearly as well, so thank you both.
Dana, you never told me she could sing like that. Great job, both you ladies.
Awesome.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay, if you all would like to, if you've got more important things to do, yeah, I thought so. So you have permission.
Thank you all.
Thank you again. It was great. Okay, under operations consent agenda, which includes the information personal action, treasurer's report, bills and claims, munis report, leaves of absence, minutes from previous meeting, fundraiser request, and policy second reading. We've all had a chance to review those items, which has been previously sent to us. I need a motion to, recommendation to approve the items I just read.
I'll make a motion.
Okay, Ms. Breeding made the motion to accept the items read. Do I hear a second?
A second.
Okay, that's been seconded by Mr. Norman. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carried. Thank you. Next item is efficient resource management. Mr. Hawkinsmith, under the energy project funding. Come on down, Mr. Hawkinsmith.
The energy project funding program is through Kentucky Utilities. It's we talked about this a little at the work session. There was a rate hike compromise, and it resulted in some funds being set aside for school districts to pursue 50-50 match programs for energy savings initiatives within their districts. We are asking to approve our application for the maximum award. It will be at least $10,000 in funds that we will match dollar for dollar. We've talked a lot recently and continue to do so about energy efficiency measures in our schools. We have things that we're working on as we speak. We certainly in August will have August or early September have a project ready to go to tap into those funds. And if there are funds unobligated throughout the rest of Kentucky, if districts don't tap into funds that are available to them, the route we're going allow us to tap into those excess funds. So just to ask that you approve that so we can pursue that in the next month or two.
Okay. Do I hear a motion to accept this?
Make a motion.
Okay, Mr. Pates made a motion to accept the energy project funding. Do I hear a second?
I'll second.
Mr. Norman, second. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carried. Now, also, Mr. Hawkinsmith, you have our energy manager funding MOA.
We're asking that the school board approve a contract between Nelson County Schools and some other school districts with Henry County acting as the fiscal agent. We've had a part-time energy manager in our district for 10 years, or around 10 years. We're one of the first districts in Kentucky to have one. And our most recent person left us a few months back and went on. She was a mechanical engineer. It's hard to find a part-time mechanical engineer that wants to work 2 days a week. By working with some other districts, we can create a full-time position and still bring in someone with the expertise that we think will provide those benefits to us. We talked a little bit at the work session that if you all weren't happy, if we didn't feel like we were getting good value after a year, we certainly can opt out. We're not committed to that for 10 years or 5. We're just committing to it for the next year. We'll see how it goes. I'm pretty confident with the folks I've been talking to that it will be a good solution for us. But again, if it doesn't work out, we'll only be committing a year. Our commitment, I think, is around $22,000, which is right at what we were paying previously for the person in our district that was just here for 2 days a week. So we're asking that you all approve that so we can get started with that or resume our energy manager program here in the district.
What were the other districts paying?
It's based on your size. We're paying for 2 days a week. Yeah.
Goshen, who was in it?
Henry County, I should have that, I apologize.
Trimble,
Trimble, Henry, Anchorage,
and there was another.
Eminence Independent, Anchorage Independent, Henry County, Trimble County, and us. We're paying 20% of the cost, or excuse me, 40% of the cost for 2 days a week. We are the largest of those 5 districts. The rest of those, I think Anchorage is paying for half a day a week. Eminence is probably paying for half a day a week, or maybe a little over half a day. I don't remember the exact breakdown. I do have it. I didn't bring it with me tonight. I apologize.
So this is for salary, right?
It is for salary, yes. We're reimbursing Henry. They're paying the full salary of this person. They're sending us an invoice for 40% of that overall salary, because we're getting them for 2 days a week. Which is, again, that's what we were doing previously with a person we had employed 2 days a week. We were just paying them for 2 days a week. It's essentially the same thing. We're writing a check directly to Henry County instead of directly to this individual, just for simplification. And you know, it simplifies it for that person's retirement benefits, etc.
You know how she would come up with ideas? Will we get a chance, they have ideas to throw back at us?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. It should be identical. The only difference is, and really, truly, Andrea, when she was here, could have worked for another district 2 days a week. She's only here for 2 days a week. We didn't have her committed to us for 5. She could have gone elsewhere for those other days, and that's really what this person's doing. They're just working for multiple districts to create a full-time position, because very few districts, there's 173 districts in Kentucky, maybe 15 of them could justify a full-time person, probably less than that, full-time person.
What's her name at the state?
Martha Casher.
Yes.
Yes, KSBA, she's involved in this.
Okay.
They actually, they facilitated this entire thing. When we, you know, when we lost Andrea Rock, you know, energy managers aren't, folks with that type of background are not just walking, there's not a lot of those folks around. They're hard to find, folks with that skill set. I worked with John and Martha at KSBA. I've talked to them a dozen times at least, and they facilitated this entire agreement for us. And you know, I know you all talked to those folks probably when you're at your conference, and they were a big part of this whole, putting this whole thing together.
I know I value her opinion.
Yeah, yeah,
Really bright.
they're very supportive. You know, they facilitated the previous thing you just approved, the grant. That was facilitated to those KSBA folks, and they facilitated this agreement as well amongst these districts.
Okay.
I think it's a good deal to try for a year and just see how it does. If it don't work out, just don't do it.
That's right.
And we haven't lost a great deal of money.
No.
Okay, do I hear a motion that we approve the energy manager MOA for 2016-17?
I'll make a motion.
Okay, thank you. Ms. Breeding made the motion to accept this manager MOA. Do I hear a second?
I'll second it.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Norman. I have a motion second. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Your motion carried. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, next we have college and career readiness. That is the instructional fees by Ms. Williams and Ms. Brown.
If you remember in the working session, we went over the instructional fees for high school, middle school, and elementary, and we're just asking you to approve those instructional fees as presented.
Well, I'm not real thrilled about some of it. Do I hear a motion that we
I'll make
accept?
a motion.
Okay, Mr. Pate made the motion to accept the fees, instructional fees for the school year 16-17. Do I hear a second?
I'll second it.
Okay, Mr. Norman, second. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? No. Thank you. Motion carried. Now we have under safe and caring environment, Ms. Piles.
I'm asking that you approve the MOA between Nelson County School District and Central Kentucky Head Start for the 16-17 school year.
And what, okay, hold on.
This is for us to provide special education services to Head Start.
Okay. Do I hear a motion that we approve the Head Start agreement? Okay. Mr. Norman made the motion. Second?
I'll second.
Ms. Breeden, second. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Next, we have the 504 ARC chairpersons for 2016-17, and again, Ms. Powell.
And I'm asking that you approve the list of ARC chairs based on position this year. So I have presented that list for each school.
Okay, is this the one that you only, there wasn't any specific name, it was just
Correct.
position that
So
they
you only have
held?
to do it once.
Okay,
Correct.
that's why I want to make sure that we got that in, that it was a position, whatever position is being held at each school.
Yes, ma'am.
Correct, okay. Do I hear a motion that we approve the 504 ARC chairpersons?
I'll make a motion.
Okay, Mr. Norman made the motion. Do I hear a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Pate, all in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Thank you, motion carried. Okay, next we have student and stakeholder engagements. Do we have any guest comments? If there is a guest somewhere, it's 3 minutes for a single and 5 for a group. Okay, with that being said, do I hear a motion that we adjourn this meeting?
Motion.
Mr. Pate made the motion to adjourn this meeting. Second?
Second.
Mr. Norman, second. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed. Good night and thanks.